Alrighty, guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to another weather update. Happy November, my friends. Hope everyone is having a good day today, and hope everyone has a wonderful weekend ahead. So we got ourselves a bit of updates here for you guys regarding both the tropics, both the severe weatherland. Things are starting to, heat up a little bit. Obviously, we just had that little severe weather event that, thankfully, wasn't as bad as forecasted. However, we cannot fully say the same thing about this next upcoming one. Obviously, we won't know until the event happens, but we do have a pretty good risk ahead of us here overall. Jacob, my man, alrighty, right off the bat, coming in with the $1 super chat on Cash, or I should say Cashapp donation, not super chat. Thank you so much, Jacob, saying be safe, keep on doing what you're doing. I appreciate that, man. Jacob, thank you, dude. That's really, really nice of you. But before we go ahead and get right on into it, let's go and give a warm welcome to everybody here. We have Raven, we have Storm Chaser Clint, we have Batty, we have Matt, we have Storm Tracker, we got Jacob, we have Legacy, we have Roby, we got Tabletop, we have Marcus, Tornado Wrangler, Chairlandy. Let's see here. We also got ourselves Christy, let's see here, Lisa, Susan, and Nancy. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Is Florida getting hit? No. Florida should be good regarding the severe weather side of things. Now, we're going to watch the tropics. It's still not for sure that Florida is going to be, in the risk area for the tropics, but we'll definitely be watching the tropics. We'll get more of that here in a few minutes, but regarding severe weather and stuff like that, no, Florida is good. Florida is good. But anyways, so we are good. Let's see here. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing good, man. Welcome. Let's see here. Howdy from Southwest Oklahoma. What's up, Chairlandy? I loves chicken. I remember that name. See, you changed your name or something on me. What's up, Nancy from Michigan? What's up? What's up, Jalen? But all right, everybody, let's go ahead and get on into it. We got ourselves a bit of stuff to talk about. We're gonna hop over to the day one out. Wow, why is that so thick? Holy cow, that is incredibly big. There we go. Go ahead and that's a lot better. I don't know what got a hold of that. So today we got a little bit of severe weather possible today. Out there towards like western Texas, southeastern New Mexico. Nothing super crazy going on today. Nothing of really big concern. No need for coverage. There's no tornado threat today. Just a little bit of a threat for damaging winds and a little bit of hail. Some gusts could get up to maybe 60-mile-per-hour winds. Maybe some hail up to quarter size or maybe slightly larger could possibly occur today. But today is not the big day. Now tomorrow's actually could be a decent risk here. We do got ourselves a slight risk out there overall. Let's see here. Jacob, my man, coming in here with another Cashapp donation. Holy cow, saying, what about Oklahoma City? So we'll get to that here in a second, but actually Oklahoma City here for day 2, which is tomorrow, it has a little bit of a severe weather risk overall. Tornado risk, we do have ourselves a 2% risk overall, as well as a little 5% just south of Lubbock, Texas. So we could have a couple tornadoes tomorrow. I might do coverage tomorrow, to be honest with you. I typically try to go live for at least 5% days or higher, in which, tomorrow does seem like we're going to have a concern with that. Damaging winds there, too, for, like, southwestern Oklahoma's in the 15% risk area. The risk goes all the way up even towards, like, south-central Kansas here. Then, of course, we got a hail threat. We actually got a significant hail threat tomorrow for, like, Odessa, Midland, Big Springs, Texas area. Wow, we'll have to look out for that significant threat. So potential for, hail, maybe 2 inches in diameter or larger, could be a possibility. Let's see here. Christy coming in with a $26 donation. Holy cow. That is really, really sweet. Saying, I had my son choose a number, $26.31. That's really, really sweet of you, Christy. I appreciate that so much. That is, you guys are really sweet. I deeply appreciate y'all support. Y'all don't have to do that. But seriously, you guys, thank you so much. Christy, that's really nice of you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so tomorrow we do have that hail threat we're going to have to look out there for. Now, day 3. So obviously today's Friday. So then day 2 would be Saturday, which is tomorrow, tomorrow's that we're just looking at. Now, Sunday. Here's Sunday's risk. We got a pretty good size risk here for Sunday. Now, we're going to definitely need coverage on Sunday. because we do have a pretty large slight risk all the way throughout portions of like central Kansas, kind of central western Kansas there in that slight risk. Some of Oklahoma, again, obviously we just got a little bit of severe weather out in some of these regions here out of the previous event kicking off here. In which, obviously we do have ourselves, yet again, another setup. So this also includes like Texas, near like Wichita Falls, Abilene, and that level 2 severe weather risk. Now the thing is that we don't quite have a breakdown for this day. So for Sunday, we don't have a breakdown quite yet. As we get closer, tomorrow we will have a breakdown and be able to, tell you the exact tornado percentage, the exact wind threat, and the exact hail threat. But ladies and gentlemen, we're not even done yet. We still got another day after this. We got Monday. Monday could be a big day, actually. Monday's severe weather risk goes all the way up towards like St. Louis, Missouri, even into a little bit of like western Illinois. Now remember, this is the 15% region. This is equivalent to a slight risk, a level 2 severe weather threat. So in theory, the risk could be outside of this 15% margin. So keep that in mind. And note that there will be some shifting with this risk over the next couple of days. This whole outlook here is going to be moving around a little bit as we learn a little bit more about the event, as models kind of fine-tune the system. We will learn a lot more, and therefore our risk will change, to some degree. Now, these are the areas for now here for Monday in the risk for severe weather. We obviously have, a lot of the same areas here where we just had severe weather. Obviously, we have like, portions of the kind of northeastern side of Texas, a little bit of northwestern Louisiana, central western Arkansas, central eastern Oklahoma, southeastern Kansas, pretty good amount of Missouri actually included here. Now remember, like I said, this is already equivalent to a slight risk, a level 2 threat. So we'll have to definitely be weather aware. Now for Tuesday, there's currently nothing for Tuesday. As we're going to look at the models here, I think a lot of the instability just kind of washes away once we get our way into Tuesday. So that's kind of why that threat just is non-existent here for anything after Monday overall. What's up, Robin? Hope you're doing good. What does Ohio look like this weekend? So, nothing severe weather-wise is really expected. So this is the threat for Monday. We hop back to Sunday's threat. So a lot of that's far away. Nothing really significant is expected anywhere towards Ohio within the next several days. We actually have high pressure in the region of the Ohio Valley, which is going to actually keep things pretty nice. Pretty sunny and nothing super crazy, which is good. Although, we could honestly use a little bit of precipitation out there. It's very dry, especially southeast Ohio. It's just absolutely just completely dry right now, which is not good. We definitely need some precip out there soon, hopefully. Let's see. I have friends coming down from up north. They don't know if they should reschedule their flight to Florida because of the disturbance in the tropics. Any thoughts? I would keep it as planned. I would not, hold back. See, we don't know if Florida's going to be included in this tropical event here. Obviously, we have these two areas that we're watching. And the way that the models are suggesting as of now, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a super, super strong system by the time it does get near Florida, which, once again, some of the models, actually, we'll go ahead and dive into those real quickly right now, and then we'll get back into severe weather land real quickly. But we're going to go ahead and hop on over here real quickly overall. Let's see here. Jacob, my man, coming in with another Cashapp donation, dude. A $3 donation, man. Thank you. Say, am I live on TikTok? No, I don't really use TikTok too much. I used to, but I haven't in a while. But Jacob, dude, thank you, man. Yeah, I mostly just keep it towards YouTube, honestly. So hopping into tropics real quick. Like I said, we'll get into severe weather forecasting here in a second, but I do want to mention that since that's kind of a topic for now. The latest GFS model run here has that bottom system, developing maybe into a tropical cyclone within the next 3, maybe 4 days or so. Now take this with a grain of salt because the models are still a little iffy. It seems like GFS has kind of been on to something here today. The last 3 or so runs, may have a tropical storm or maybe a weak hurricane going there towards like Jamaica. Remember, take this lightly because this is still kind of early to tell here. Then it has it going west. Now the problem I see here is the fact that if this track did occur, it would go right over the mountains of Cuba, which Cuba has pretty rough terrain. And so what would actually happen is if any tropical cyclone went over there, I don't think the model is really considering that as much, because that barely weakens. But, yeah, especially with a small system like GFS is suggesting here, such a small system would not survive very well over Cuba's mountain ranges. So that's kind of why I think that GFS is overdoing it a little bit. But anyways, and then you can see once it tracks this way, once again, this is just a little bit too far. I don't like looking this far out for, individual models. Yeah, definitely don't make decisions off of this model that you see right here. Maybe just continuing west. And I don't know if Florida will be included or not. Like I said, the track is just all over the place. The models are just all over the place. It's just too early to really be for sure. You're welcome, Rodney. No problem. But yeah, like I said, it's just a little early on that. Here, let's pull up Euro, ECMWF here. We have the 12 Zulu run from earlier this morning here. So Euro doesn't have much materializing, but I will say it has been kind of underdoing the season this year. Euro tends to be showing events less significant than they end up being. Not saying that this is going to be the exact way. I'm just saying that that's what I've observed this year. Anyways, but yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. So yeah, Euro doesn't really pick up much on it. CMC here overall, regarding the latest. Now, in previous model runs, the CMC was actually quite aggressive, in which now it's this one shows maybe a cold front, a frontal system pushing whatever this is, maybe towards Florida. But remember, this is just an idea. And this is around like November 7th, which is just still a little too far out for ranging. So for now, no reason to worry about it, honestly. If it becomes something of big concern, we'll let you know, and we'll keep you guys posted on it. But for now, there's no need for like full-on preparations and to buy out the stores since that's not needed. That's definitely not needed. It's just a little early to tell. It's just not really a big deal at the moment. But obviously, we'll continue watching it. I mean, the Caribbean islands honestly need to watch this more than we do here in the U.S. So, obviously we'll let you guys know if anything big changes to it, and we'll do coverage on it too if it needs to be. So, but anyways, that's that. So let's go ahead and hop our way back here. But I just wanted to touch up on the tropics a little bit there with you guys. Right now, Hurricane Center for that, there's actually two risks here. Hurricane Center down in the Caribbean has an overall 70% chance of development. So it is quite possible that we will have some type of either depression or tropical storm at some point. It does seem quite likely, in the long range. However, the next 2 days, the next 48 hours, 30%, it's unlikely to form in the next 2 days. But the next week or so, it is a likelihood. Now, for the other one here, this one's a very low odd. This one's unlikely to do anything, considering that it's only a 10% chance overall formation, which, that's a 1 in 10 shot. The odds are not really there. Definitely wouldn't gamble on that. Although, but yeah, like I said, just pretty low end shot. The one that we're going to look out for is mostly this guy here in the Caribbean. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Let's see. Will we have Patty? Potentially, Sean. Yeah, I mean, there is a 70% chance of this thing at least becoming a tropical depression. There is a chance that we could get, the next named storm out of this. We'll see, though. Once again, we'll keep it updated. But our main concern right now is the severe weather. That's the United States' main concern right now. We're going to hop our way to the models again, this time on a different page, and we're looking at the severe weather now. So, like we mentioned, first of all, let me bring you guys back here real quickly. So this is tomorrow's event. So we're just going to take this a day at a time here. This is tomorrow's event. You're welcome, Christy. No problem. What's up, Clint? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. What are the chances of a 0% hatch risk of tornadoes tomorrow? A 0% hatch risk? 100%. Yeah, there will not be a hatch risk. um, there will not be a 0%. Oh, hold on. I don't. I think you probably meant 10%. Let's look at that now. Actually, let's pull up the models. I don't think the lower level jet's going to be significant enough to pull out a hatch risk tomorrow. However, my opinion changes for Sunday and Monday. I think Sunday and Monday could have bigger like tornadoes overall. But tomorrow, I don't think it's going to be the day. But anyway, so tomorrow, as we work our way down in time here, actually, let's hop to 18 Zulu. GFS. The time's in the top right if you guys want to follow along here. So we work our way down in time, and you kind of notice, you can actually notice here, so for tomorrow, we could actually get some storms firing off fairly early, actually. Models actually have some storms firing off fairly early out there towards, for the morning time, out there towards like eastern, New Mexico, maybe like western Texas. These guys, I don't think would be really anything super, super like crazy or really severe. But as we work our way into the evening, you notice how there's this kind of concentrated little area here where a couple supercells, you see those two embedded supercells from HRRR there. So those guys are possibly going to be a concern. So we could have a couple little supercells. Those are the ones we gotta really watch as those individual storms. But you can also see around this time here we could have like a squall line up here towards like Kansas and portions of Oklahoma. So that's for like tomorrow evening here. That's like for tomorrow evening. But yeah, you can see that little trailing of supercells. And if you look, I want you to look very closely where this is at. Okay, this is just in the southwestern panhandle. Right in here is where that's at. And if we look at tomorrow's risk, you'll notice something. We got a 5% chance where those little supercells could be. So that's the overall game, and it's a great call by Storm Prediction Center. I would do the exact same thing because you got to really look out for those little ones there. Those are the ones that could easily drop some tornadoes. Now the risk for tornadoes actually goes all the way up, even into like Oklahoma, all the way up towards OKC. We hop our way over here to the models again. And you can notice, like I mentioned, we do have that line of storms. And potentially, you can see kind of late here, this thing really develops into a pretty organized line of severe weather, in which, that'll continue into here basically for Sunday, and then the next event will start. Like I said, Sunday's kind of one of the big days, as well as Monday too. But that's kind of what we're looking at here. So yeah, we'll definitely watch it. We're gonna hop our way over here to the RAP, which is a rapid refresh. This is a model I'm going to use. Unfortunately, the HRRR on this page is not available for lower level jet. But you can see here, so for tomorrow during those storms that fire off here, we could have a jet here of maybe 20, 25 knots, lower level jet. That's why I don't believe it'll, sorry, that's why I don't believe it'll get anywhere towards like significant. Sorry. That's why I don't think it'll be a hatch risk or anything like whoever said that. I don't think it'll be a hatch risk because I don't think that lower level component's strong enough to do that. But with that little train of isolated supercells, that could increase the probability of overall tornadoes, and that's why they actually added a 5%, not for strength, but for more of variability. So more, greater potential overall. That's why they did that. But anyways, so that's that. And like I said, lower level jet tomorrow, it won't be anything like super significant. According to HRRR, those little supercells, you can see kind of firing off here. This is going to be right around like 0 Zulu. So in that vicinity here, if we look at the lower level winds, it's only going to be, like I said, 20, maybe 25 knots, which is not really anything super significant here. Dew points, we have good moisture supply. Obviously, being close to the Gulf here, all that northerly air advection, or I should say, in this case, that northwesterly air advection here. This will supply the area with good moisture and stuff like that, setting it up for good amount of thunderstorm activity because these thunderstorms, they need their moisture. Now instability, the fuel in the atmosphere, the storm juice, I call it, will be pretty good. Actually, the wrap here suggests maybe like upwards of 2,000 joules. That's a pretty good amount of energy in the atmosphere. I really think that can get some things going. HRRR here, let's see what that agrees with. Let's see, a little bit less, but still upwards over 1,000. That's good. That's good. We have good moisture. We have good instability in the atmosphere. Lower level jet is there, but only about 20, 25 knots or so. So while I think we're going to be in a pretty good tornado environment for, a couple tornadoes, I think that is a good possibility. You got to really watch those little supercells we were just looking at. But, the possibility for, like, significant tornadoes, I think, is fairly low, which I don't think we're going to get a hatch risk for any significant severe weather for tomorrow. But then anyways, so then we're going to work our way a little bit further. So that's there for tomorrow, being Saturday. We're going to work our way into Sunday here. So as we go into late Sunday, you can kind of see here that we have kind of this line that goes throughout the morning here of early Sunday, going through like Oklahoma City, just kind of cleaning up a little bit from pretty much the remainder of Saturday's threat, just carrying into Sunday here, early Sunday. The main thing is, like I said, so HRRR does not go out that far. So we're going to pull up to the NAM nest, or basically like the NAM 3K. And as we approach our way into the evening here for for Sunday, we have maybe a line that could develop. It's not really shown very well here on the NAM nest model, but there definitely could be a good potential for some severe weather. I mean, you can see here for late Sunday's commute, we do have a really good, pretty big pool of instability. That thunderstorm juice we were talking about. Matter of fact, that actually goes all the way up towards like Kansas and Nebraska here. So there's a pretty good amount of instability that advects north. With that moisture, and we obviously have a pretty good line of instability in which storms could fire in. Now, here's the thing. If we hop our way back down here and we look at our lower level jet stream, you notice how the jet's actually pretty strong for late Sunday. I know this is Monday. This is 0 Zulu, which would be 8 p.m. Eastern time, so 7 Central. 7 p.m. Central is the time we're looking at right here. But anyways, so you can see we have that really strong northerly air advection of a good 40, some localized amounts of 50 knots. That's considered pretty strong for a lower level jet stream, in which that could indeed supply the risk for tornadoes. Obviously, we have that pretty good amount of instability over that too. That's right over Dallas and like the Dallas-Fort Worth. Like that's Fort Worth right there. That's Dallas. I'm gonna grab a sounding here, right between. This is for what I think that was a NAM model. We're just gonna see how this looks. We're gonna go full screen here. So pulling a sounding like this from the NAM model for Dallas-Fort Worth, you can really make out that hooking hodograph there. If you guys look at the hodograph here, you notice how there's like that really big like pirate hook look to it. That, my friends, that is the veering that we have in the atmosphere. So basically that's telling us that starting with the low level winds, the winds are moving to the northwest, and then they aggressively shift their direction to the east with altitude, basically. And the wind speeds are also increasing because this line here, these numbers are in knots, and they represent wind speed. And this is just a basic compass here. North, south, east, west. Winds start going kind of north, northwest, and then they turn their way here more to the east with altitude. So you can see that there's that violent curvature there. There's that that hook that we have, that present hooking hodograph. That is a tornado indicator. That is definitely a tornado indicator, and you can actually even see it on the lower level winds here, how At our surface level, so ground, so this is basically the ground right here, our winds are going to the northwest at ground level, bringing up a lot of warmth and moisture from the Gulf. And as we go up in the altitudes, you can see how they kind of shift their way here, kind of more to the northeast. So there's that change in wind direction and that increase in wind speed with altitude. And that's going to allow for, like I said, that potential rotation to occur. Now, moisture, upper 60 dew points, phenomenal. Really good supply of moisture to the storms here. D Cape's actually fairly low. I think this could be a potential tornadic threat. ML Cape seems to be fairly good. Over 1,500 joules according to the NAM sounding here. I mean, storm tops will be a little bit above 12 kilometers, so pretty good. Tall thunderstorms, pretty decent size. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it really does look pretty good. This is a pretty good sounding. And that brings a little bit of concern to the folks out there back towards, like I said, Dallas and Fort Worth. That was a sounding for you guys from NAM here for the around 7 p.m. on Sunday. So, like I said, I think it could be something to look out for sure. What's up, Robert? Good Friday, everyone. Curious in my area if there's any severe weather in Springfield, Missouri. So, my friend, we do have a risk for Springfield on Monday. So, yeah, this is for Sunday. Then we work our way further down in time here into Monday. You can see late Monday, all that instability kind of pulls up here towards eastern Texas, a bit of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Missouri, in which, if we hop over to the Storm Prediction Center's risk for Monday, you notice we have a pretty big 15% risk here for severe weather, out there towards, eastern Texas, including like Austin, Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Tyler, Texas, and some surrounding areas like Wichita Falls, up there towards like central eastern Oklahoma and stuff like that too. Robert, dude, my man, coming in with a $20 super chat, man. That is really sweet of you, dude. Thank you so much for that. That is really, really nice, man. Thank you so much, Robert, saying thank you for your excellent weather reporting. Anytime, dude. Seriously. If there's anything I can do to help you out, please let me know if there's any questions you might have. Robert, dude, seriously, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and heart that there for you. And give it a like. Thank you, dude. Seriously, that means a lot to me. I appreciate your support, dude. Big shout out goes to you. Very, 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 very generous of you. So thank you, dude. Big shout out goes to you, Robert. Thank you, man. Jonathan says, keep doing a great job. I hope Elk City and Western Oklahoma get some good rain. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate that, Jonathan. And also, yeah, I mean, a lot of places in the country, like you'd be shocked at how many people need rain right now. If I hop you guys over here to the drought monitor real quickly, we're gonna pull up the drought monitor. There's a lot of people in our country here that needs rain, and they need it bad. There you go. Here's the look at the drought monitor. You can see all of these areas in these colors. That's representing dry conditions. See, normal non-drought conditions are in white. So you can see like Florida, little bits and pieces in the country are in the white, representing that they're fine. They're not in too much like of a drought or anything like that. But it really looks like fall here with these colors. I mean, there's a lot of dry conditions out there. There's a lot of dry conditions. Here's actually the table here you guys can see. It starts with abnormally dry, not necessarily drought, but just more dry and not really to the point quite yet. But then we start to get into the D1. That's drought 1. That's basically where the drought condition starts. That's where this kind of tan color is. But yeah, you can see a lot of the country. It's just absolutely dry right now. Even Hawaii. Hawaii's pretty dry too. Alaska, no, not so much. But I definitely wanted to show you guys that there. So, it certainly is very, very dry. But and like I mentioned, these severe weather events, while they are bad in terms of bringing severe weather and stuff like that, at least there is a little bit of benefit to it, bringing a bit of rain. Obviously, we just had that last severe weather event, which we've got a little bit of rain for some spots, which has helped out a bit. But while severe weather, like in these setups here, while it's a problem, with damaging storm potential, it's also good because it will help out with the rain a little bit. But yeah, so this is here for Monday's risk. And like I mentioned, yeah, Springfield is included. We obviously have like St. Louis, Missouri. A lot of Missouri is actually in the risk here for Monday. Southeastern portions here of Kansas there too. We have central and western Arkansas here included as well. Central eastern Oklahoma, and like we mentioned, kind of the eastern side here of Texas is at risk there overall. So, Robert says, "Absolutely, bro. You got us, and we got you." I really appreciate that, Robert. Very, very sweet of you, man. Thank you so much. Let's see here. What was that? Did you guys hear that? What was that? Anyways, but yeah, so is San Angelo gonna get it bad? So San Angelo is let's see here. Where's San Angelo? So according to the outlooks we have right now for tomorrow, we have a little shot for maybe a couple storms, possibly severe. You do have a little bit of a risk here between Saturday and Sunday. Oh, was it Discord? Oh, it was probably mine. Whoops. Well, I muted it, so you guys won't hear that no more. So between Saturday and Sunday, we do have that overall. So, and no, it wasn't Xavier. Was that my Discord? I think it probably was. I have it running in the background. I turned it off though, so you won't be able to hear that no more. But yeah, so here for tomorrow being Saturday and Sunday, we do have that potential out there overall. Now for let's see here, like I said, for Monday, Monday is kind of outside of the risk here. Let's see here. Shayla says, "Are we gonna rain tomorrow?" I don't know where we is. I'm not sure. So tomorrow, on the line for severe weather, these are the areas that's actually at risk for severe weather. So portions of Texas, Oklahoma will likely see some rain tomorrow. You guys can see here. Let's bring up our 18 Zulu HRRR here. That way we can kind of look at that. So yeah, you can see all that thunderstorm activity that kicks off here for tomorrow. Is in the region. We also could have a little bit of rain, maybe going up towards like the Midwest and like Central Plains here. Nothing severe though, but we could have a little bit of showers and stuff like that. Also, the Pacific Northwest, we do got a little bit of it's like a low kind of coming through here. We do have some precip out here, some upper level precipitation here in the Rockies, and the east still remains fairly dry because we do have a dome of high pressure out here, so keeping things relatively dry and stuff. So, which is not what we need, of course. But yeah, so that's where the areas are going to see some rain tomorrow. And like we mentioned here, guys, you can kind of see once we get to like 8 p.m., which is 8 p.m. Eastern, so 7 Central. I believe this might even be Mountain Time, so 6 Mountain Time. The thing that I'm a little concerned about, and the whole reason that we have this 5% chance for tornadoes, is the fact that, we could have a couple little discrete supercells here. That right there is a bit of an issue. So those are the ones you got to really look out there for like tornadoes and stuff like that. That's my main concern, and that's actually probably I really do think that's why that they added that 5% risk out there overall. So we'll look out for that, and on top of that, also those. Those supercells, they can also produce big-time hail, and actually that's why we do have a 15% hatch risk for hail in areas near Odessa, Midland, Big Spring, Texas. You guys are kind of in a bullseye tomorrow. I think you guys really need to monitor this one, because those little supercells, they could be a big problem. Now, the good news, like I mentioned, though, is that, the lower level components, that wind shear, it's fairly low. So I don't think we'll have, like, necessarily super, super strong tornadoes tomorrow. But I do think we'll have, maybe a couple well-organized supercells, with some, decently lived tornadic activity, if that makes sense. Anyways, Robert says, I remember when Joplin, Missouri got hit by an F5 here in Springfield, Missouri. We were getting St. John's X-rays and other mail. Tornadoes can be so brutal. They can. They can, absolutely. So, like I mentioned, tornado threat, while it's not anything necessarily significant tomorrow, got to keep an eye on it. And remember, tomorrow's tornado threat also goes up in, Oklahoma, too. Because we are going to have, this line of storms, kind of rolling through as well. There could be some tornadoes in the line, potentially as well. And as we progress our way further into the evening here, let me overlay this for you guys real quickly. You guys can see the time in the top right now. You can see the time here, so supercells. This is an Eastern time, by the way, so be careful reading that time. But yeah, you can see those little supercells developing here, 8, 9 or so, pretty late. We'll be covering this actually. I'll be going live probably around 7 o'clock or so to cover this. So roughly this time tomorrow we'll be live on covering that. And then you can see overnight it kind of just turns into a long line in which, that line could definitely host some more tornadic activity. So there could be some more tornadoes. Now, like the risk kind of was the other day, where we had that nighttime threat, there's a chance we could get some nighttime tornadoes here for tomorrow. I hate to say that, because first of all, it's nighttime. It's kind of a little bit hard to see anything at night. That's what I'm really concerned about, is because if we did get some tornadoes, they would be embedded into this line here, which would completely wrap them in rain and prevent them from being able to be seen. So we call these rain-wrapped tornadoes. So if there was to be tornadoes and stuff like that, they would be rain-wrapped inside of the line, meaning that these curtains of rain would just wrap around the tornado here and would basically obscure any viewing. So we're going to really need to rely on radar here for tomorrow night. I'll try my hardest to cover this for a little bit. Now, luckily, like I mentioned, the conditions for tornadoes doesn't seem to be violent tomorrow, which is good. So the tornadoes we do get in this little area here with the squall would likely be weak and brief, more than likely. Our main problem actually would probably be more towards damaging winds and stuff like that. Let's see here. What about the timing? So the timing here is going to be, let's see here. We're gonna hop our way over here. Just pull up a little bit back. So it looks like that line kind of develops here roughly around maybe 9-10 Central Time. But like I mentioned, we got to really look out for those little supercells. Those individual storms there. Those are the guys we got to look out for. That's going to come a little earlier, actually. It looks like those little supercells could possibly start developing here, maybe around 3, 4, 5 o'clock. The model shows it in full mode sometime in the evening, kind of around 8 p.m. is whenever this frame is here. So, yeah, we'll look out for it. We'll definitely look out for it. What's up, Mike? Hope you're doing good. Saying hi, I'm new. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. What's up, Raven? Let's see here. Yeah, Shayla, I'm not sure what that is. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, no problem. Of course. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. But anyways, so that's tomorrow's risk. We'll pay attention to that more tomorrow. Like I said, we'll obviously do another update here for you guys on that. Probably in the morning. We'll see. We'll see how things goes. If not, we'll just cut to the we'll just cut to the coverage here for tomorrow. But then anyways, so then we work our way into, so obviously tomorrow's Saturday. Then we work our way into Sunday. Now Sunday I think could be more significant in terms of, more nasty severe weather. And honestly, I do think we have a potential for some strong tornadoes, maybe for Sunday and Monday. And like I said, the reason of this is because while we still have a very good pool of instability, so while the the atmosphere is still filled with energy for thunderstorm activity. And matter of fact, I might be able to pull up the CAPE here on the convective energy. I might be able to pull it up on our model here. So yeah, as we work our way here into here, 1 second. Can you guys hear that? These people do not know how to turn their radios down. Anyways, but yeah, so you can see here we have ourselves, that instability, creeping its way up here to the north. And as we approach our way into the late portion of, let's see here. So the late portion of tomorrow, that's when we get that event kicking off. So looking our way into the day 3 outlook, we'll have to go a little bit further here. Which that would be for the 3rd, in which you can see all that instability really starts piling its way into the country here. And if we hop over here to this model, we can switch to the lower level jet here. And around this time here for basically late Sunday, we go back a little bit, you can see that lower level jet will actually be pretty strong. We're talking a good 35, 40 knots of lower level winds, which that's pretty strong. That's pretty good amount of pretty good amount of wind shear that we'll have in the environment. So what's going on with this is we have that strong winds moving northerly, and what this is also doing is it's bringing a lot of water vapor and bringing a lot of moisture with it. So you see this big bubble here of just high moisture content in form of our dew points. You can see off to the west here, it's pretty dry, low dew points in the 20s, and then towards the area where you're going to see severe weather, the valleys are in the 60s and 70s in some spots. So it's pretty good. There's a pretty good supply of moisture. And like I said, on top of this, we do have a really good lower level jet component here, which could cause some widespread tornadic activity here. Overall, and once again, this is for Sunday. This is Sunday's or day 3's threat here. So definitely watch out for that. Now, there's other things that kind of put in play here, but the main ones, like I mentioned, is your instability. We have a good pool of energy in the atmosphere. We have a pretty strong lower level jet in place here as well. We got a pretty good amount of moisture supply. Really that Gulf advection, that northerly air advection from the Gulf, supplying a lot of moisture, and then of course, sources of lift is another thing. But we'll have a cold front kind of developing and pushing all that here for really Monday. Monday is going to be a pretty good threat. So we're going to have a possible pretty good big squall line maybe on Monday here with that cold front advancing, pushing through. But yeah, for Sunday here, I think Sunday could be kind of more the main problem, because we'll have to see the mode for Monday. Sunday. I'm getting all these days mixed up. So this is for Sunday, which I think Sunday could be pretty concerning. What's up, FaZe? Hope you're doing good. But anyways, yeah. So, we'll keep you guys posted on that. At this point in time, we don't really have, so for late Sunday and Monday, you can just see it looks like a blob on radar here, on future radar. We don't really have the high resolution models right now for these days. But we'll keep an eye on it, and you can see here, yeah, that we really turn into a pretty nasty squall here for Monday. Monday is going to likely be a big squall day. You can see there's that long, crazy line of storms that that does kick off out there, right? So, that could really sweep up the damaging wind threat, tornadic activity and stuff like that. If we look at the lower level winds there, wow, what a ripper! Wow, dude, look at that. Not much instability with that, thankfully. Let's see, late Monday, 40, 50 knots locally, pretty good instability, and let's see, simulated reflectivity. I think we could have a pretty good threat on late Monday. Regardless, Sunday and Monday are going to be the big days. We're going to definitely need to be watching on Sunday and Monday. These are going to be days that we need to really be watching closely. Honestly, a little concerning. I ain't going to lie with you. I'm a little concerned with this environment. The fact that the lower level jet for Sunday, Monday is over 40 knots. For one, a good supply of instability. Some occasions over 1,500 joules, 60, almost 70-degree dew points. So good moisture, good instability, good kinematics. I mean, we have another setup here, y'all. Looks a little concerning. So Monday, the way that it looks like for me, I think Monday could maybe, Sunday could maybe be more of, just a bunch of random severe thunderstorms popping off. And then I think it's going to be a lot more organized for Monday in forms of a long line developing. So, anyways. But yeah, so that's what we got going on there. But, all right, y'all. Well, we're probably going to roll off here soon. We're getting a little closer to our hourly update here. So I actually have a new schedule that we're implementing. I'm not going to implement it yet because we have severe weather coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this with you guys real quickly. So what's going on here is I have a new schedule planned, you guys. And so what my idea is to go live here every other day instead of every day, because it's a little overwhelming. So what we're going to end up doing, however, I will have content for you guys every day, though. That's the thing. So not happening right now because we have severe weather, but say once the severe weather calms down a bit, every Monday we're going to do a video, a normal video. We're going to get that video out. We're going to do a week-long forecast. Okay, then Tuesday we're going to do a live stream, do a little update on the weather. So that'll be Tuesdays. Wednesdays we'll do a YouTube short. That way we can just get a quick little update for, a little bit of an update for the rest of the week there. Thursday, another live stream. Friday, another short. Saturday, live stream. And Sunday, another short. Now, on those days that I do the YouTube shorts, I'll be doing live streams on my other channel, which is my gaming channel. Not that anybody would really, care about that too much. But that's my new plan. That's what we're going to really implement now. But right now, like I said, it's not going to be implemented because the fact we have an active threat. And whenever there is active threats like this, we will live stream every day, including the events. Okay? Just wanted to get that out there. Just that's the new plan. That's the new plan here. Let's see here. Nancy says, thanks, Andrew, for the updates. Was great except for all the interfering ads. Yeah, that happens. That happens time to time. But, that does help fund us, too. Helps keep our programs up and running. So, it's kind of a bittersweet thing, I guess. I mean, it helps, like I said, keep my program subscriptions good to go and stuff like that. So, let's see. Robert says, right on. That'll be better for you to do it every other. Thanks for the updates. Have a great night. You too, Robert. Thanks for joining, man. Once again, I appreciate your support, dude. Very, very sweet of you. And once again, thank you for that, man. But if there's any final questions here, guys, that you all have before I roll off here, I'm going to head off here in about 10 minutes. So we still have a little bit left on the stream. If you want me to do zip codes, I can do zip codes right now. I will be doing a couple zip codes here before we roll off. I'm not going to go fully in depth with these zip code forecasts, but I will be giving you like an overall idea of if you're in the risk area. Now, if you're not in the risk area, we're not going to really go in depth. But if you're in the risk area, I'll tell you. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out there, just to, that way maybe help out and just help people understand, if they're in the risk for severe weather or not. So we'll do that. So if there's any zip codes you guys think might be in the severe weather, if you're just curious if you're in the risk for severe weather for the rest of this week into the weekend and early next week, let me know. Tabletop, probably around 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's see here. All right, Marcus, 79605. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and get onto that real quickly. Let's see. 79605. So this is in Abilene. Okay, so tomorrow you have a marginal level 1 severe weather threat. So it's a low-end threat, but potential for a couple severe storms. Working our way here into, you can see Sunday here. Sunday we have a slight risk. So Sunday is definitely a day you want to watch out there for. Then Monday, the threat's mostly to your east at that point. So your main day is going to be Sunday. But tomorrow there's a little threat for maybe some severe weather. But we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, I'm probably going to do coverage tomorrow because there is a 5% tornado risk. Let's see here. Bay Williams wants me to take a look at 76305. 76305 for Wichita Falls. Okay, so tomorrow, actually, you're in a slight risk here. So tomorrow, you want to be weather aware. Once again, I'll go live tomorrow around 6 o'clock your time. So that's tomorrow's threat. Definitely want to be live again on Sunday, another day. So Saturday, Sunday is back-to-back threats for you. And then, of course, Monday, you're right on that threat as well. So I would really watch out Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as severe weather as possible all of those days. Tabletop, nope, no tropical threat, man. Let's see, Mechanic for Life wants me to look at 76442. Here, let's pull that up real quickly. You said 76442. Gotcha, man. 76442. This is for Comanche, Texas. This is, okay, like Central Texas. Yeah, so you, my friend, definitely are in the risk area here for severe weather. Now, tomorrow, you're not at risk. Tomorrow, take it easy. You're good. However, Sunday, you have a marginal, which is a level 1 severe weather threat. Remember, you're actually kind of close to that level 2. So a little bit of a risk expansion could easily bump you into that level 2 threat. But for right now, you're in a level 1. That is for Sunday. So Sunday, you'll want to be weather aware. Now, Monday, you are in the slight risk, that level 2 threat, the 15% risk that we have out there for day 4, which would be Monday. You're also at risk. So watch out watch out Sunday and Monday. Those are your days of severe weather. Let's see here. Nancy says, what about Monday? 48917. 48917. Gotcha. Up in Michigan. So, yeah, Michigan's good. We are pretty far away from the threat here. That system, I don't think we'll get anywhere near Michigan here. I'm just going to double check some of the models here. Just to make sure. Yeah, the instability does not carry over. So you're good. Yeah, you're good. Nothing out there. You're welcome, Bay Williams. No problem. No problem. But if there's any final questions y'all might have before I roll off here, any more zip codes, going once, going twice, feel free to let us know. Once again, I appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. If you haven't already, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, if you don't know, if you're new to YouTube, which, more people are than you think, that little red button that's down there, it's free. You just got to hit subscribe, and you literally a push of a button, and you'll be good if you have a YouTube account, which, so if you guys could do that, it would help out a lot. Help out a lot for sure. Let's see here. My chat is not updating on this one here. That's why I have this other chat here. You're welcome, Nancy. No problem. Mega Man says, is there a chance of significant risks? That's 75063. 75063. Here we go. For Irving, Texas. Okay, so yes. Definitely want to be weather aware on Monday. Monday's a big day for you, my friend. So tomorrow, you're good. Nothing tomorrow. However, here for Sunday, we do have a level 1 threat. And then, of course, Monday, we have that equivalent level 2 threat in that 15% risk area. So, yes, definitely you want to be weather aware out there. For sure. Let's see here. Raven says, I think I'm in yellow. 62016. 62016. Gotcha. In Illinois. I don't think you are. You're wow, you're close. Look at that. You're really close, dude. You're really close. Yeah, I'd watch out for potential severe weather. You're close enough near that risk. Even then, like I said, it's a level 2 threat, so, theoretically you could be in that risk. It's close. It's just too early to make that preciseness. But yeah, I would definitely keep an eye on Monday, as it is a possibility for severe weather out there. What time will the storms be happening in Missouri Monday? It's a little too far out for timing that far. So I'll hold you there for now. Shoot that back to me whenever we get closer to Monday, because obviously today's Friday and we still have a couple days before then, and the timing's not the best. It's kind of rough. Timing's not the best to look at any more than a day, really, because it starts to get very wonky the longer you look out. Plus, we don't really have the short range models available for Monday yet, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. You're welcome, Texas lady. No problem. No problem. What's going on in Lincoln, Nebraska for once? I don't know. For once, I don't know. So Monday's good. Lincoln's not a concern. Tomorrow's good. However, I think... Yeah, so, Peachy, you actually got a severe weather threat for Sunday. It's a fairly low-end threat, so it's a marginal level 1 threat. But there is a potential for some severe weather up there towards Lincoln. So Lincoln, Nebraska is in the risk for Sunday. Keep an eye on it. We'll cover this too, like I mentioned. We'll be doing live coverage on the events here for you guys. How bad are tornadoes Monday? So the way, from what I've seen sounding-wise, kinematic-wise, instability, just everything, from what I've seen in the models, I think we could have some pretty good-sized tornadic activity for, I'd say the biggest will probably be Sunday, and Monday too. Sunday and Monday, I think, could host some pretty decent tornadic activity. Possibly pretty strong, too, in some cases, I think so. What's up, Samuel? But anyways, guys, we're going to head off here in about 3 minutes. If there's any final questions or zip codes that you guys want me to take a look at or answer, feel free to let us know. Once again, I deeply appreciate y'all for joining us today. Let me go ahead and give a big thank you to our supporters. Like I said, our donators, much, much appreciated. Thank you guys for your support. Big shout-outs go to Jacob as well as Christy. Thank you so much. Also, a big shout-out goes to Robert as well. So thank you so much, you guys, for the supports. Greatly appreciated. Really helps us out and stuff like that. So once again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate it very, very much. And like I said, that helps keep us afloat. Helps pay for all of my crazy weather programs we use. It all adds up. So like I said, it really does help out a lot. So thank you guys. Thank you. We got a little bit of flash flooding going on right now up in Louisiana. I want to pull that up real quickly. We have kind of what's stalling. I believe this is what's left of that cold front we just had. Part of it. But it's just stalling rainfall out here in eastern Louisiana. So a little bit of flooding out there. What's the timing for West Texas storms tomorrow? So, John, it looks like the main event, like for tornadoes, is probably going to be late. But we're going to hop our way back over here. Just to take a peek and see what we're looking at. So, 18 Zulu. Did I turn off the weather data here? I sure did. Let's turn that back on. So, looking back here at the timing and stuff, which we're going to overlay tomorrow's outlook here as well. Like I said, we do have a slight risk out there. So, timing for storms. So, we actually could get a couple storms overnight. Overall here, like overnight tomorrow. But the big part of it's going to really kick off here, probably right around like 4 p.m. or so, maybe a little earlier. And it's going to, the worst of it, though, is not going to be till like the evening. The worst of it's probably going to kick off probably right around like 5, 6, or 7. Timing, once again, still a little iffy to be for sure, but between the afternoon and the evening at some point, it's just going to be a bunch of thunderstorms. Let's see here. What areas do I think will have the highest tornado potential? From what I've seen, I kind of believe like maybe northeastern Texas, like Oklahoma, southwestern Missouri, like western Arkansas, some of those regions out there I think could have the greatest potential. But we'll keep an eye on it. Remember, these risk areas are probably going to be shifting a little bit because we're going to have more data coming through, especially once we get those short-range models coming into effect. We'll be able to kind of precisely maneuver a little bit better. But yeah, that's kind of where some of the heavy threat looks to be right now. That'll be for Sunday and Monday. Sunday and Monday seem pretty decent for tornadic activity. But alrighty, everybody. Well, going once, going twice. We're getting ready to roll off here. It is now 8 o'clock. We've been live for an hour. Just doing a quick little brief update with you guys here. Once again, I appreciate you all for joining us. Once again, thank you to our supporters. Thank you guys for, obviously being here, watching this, hanging out with us. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, leaving a like on your way out. Really appreciated. So see, when does the next live stream start? So I'll probably go live tomorrow around 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern. Somewhere around that time. Because I do plan on covering this event here. I think it will need coverage, considering that there could be some supercells on that, which is a little... Yeah, some isolated supercells, which I think could be a little concerning. Which, yeah, we'll go live for. Let's see here. Baby Williams said, see you tomorrow. See you later, my friend. Once again, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. See you later, Lake Effect. Thanks for joining. And, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll catch you guys here for tomorrow. Peace out, my friends. See ya later on.